Hi Capricorn, welcome or welcome back. We are doing your tarot and oracle reading. This reading is going to be good for all Capricorn placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your other placements as per usual, Capricorn. Only take what resonates. These readings are timeless, so whenever you come across a reading is when the reading is good for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive right into it. We are doing general and love energies here, tarot and oracle. Personal readings can be found down in the description box and the pinned comment, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and get started. So I did pull your astro oracle to pull some general energies, and we're going to clarify here. I also channeled some of your energy and scripted some of your energy, or scried some of your energy, and I got lots of, it's weird. It's definitely weird for Capricorn energy. So I don't know what's going on here. So first and foremost, something about Queen Elizabeth or England was coming through specifically. Also something about horses. I also got the word insidious. Now, I know that is a movie, so the movie could be something significant, but I felt like the word was something that was more significant for you guys. So I went ahead and Googled it, and of course it's an adjective, but it means proceeding in a gradual or subtle way, but with harmful effects. So a little food for thought there. I also got the names Alana, Carrie, Colt, or Colton. Of course, your name doesn't have to be those names. Those are just names that were coming through for some odd reason. I also got 1742. I don't know if that's a year or if the numbers are separated, like 17 and 42. And then I also got evidence, and in my brain it was circled, so I wrote it circled on the paper. So something about evidence and also seeing something. So this could be like, I mean, quite literally, it could be like seeing some form of evidence or like eyewitness testimony, right? If you're talking about court and law, but yeah, I don't know what the evidence part is about. And then I also got copy and paste, and this was in relationship to a relationship. So like a copy and paste relationship, I don't know what that means. But I did get dignified strength in the reverse, card number 13 from the Astro Oracle. With this card, I feel like it's almost like you're not using your strengths to your advantage. Like you're ignoring, I just saw 222 on the timer, but it's like you're ignoring something that you're gifted in or that you are like innately blessed with. You're like not using it to its full capacity, whatever it is. Second card out, we got the third house communication, card number 41. Some of you guys could be 41 years old. Also, life path 3 and 4 are coming out. And with this card, I was getting something about a mirror. This could be somebody specifically trying to communicate with you in a quite literal way. This could be somebody trying to communicate either in person or via social media or via a text or via a phone call. But, you know, if that's the case for you, this could be somebody that is like very similar to you. Now, if this is not taken in a literal sense, this could be something like being mirrored back to you through a form of communication, if that makes sense. Because as you can see, there's two birds here. They look very similar and they look like they're kind of a reflection of each other. And then final astro card out, we did get retrograde review, card number 15, but it fell sideways. So I always take a mental note of that. I feel like you guys are being triggered with a lot of past reoccurrences and past memories and nostalgia. And these things are being brought up for you, especially because it's Virgo season and the South Node is in Virgo. So this is going to be a collective theme in general, but specifically for you Capricorns or Capricorn placements. I feel like a lot of things are being brought up from the past from your shadow or your psyche, and they're meant for you to really take a look at or like examine in some way, but you're kind of ignoring them or trying to at least. This could be past relationships. Something about your home, your hometown. Some of you guys are traveling to a hometown. What's this dignified strength card here? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reversed. Some of you guys are doing very well in work and finance, but you're not doing something that you're passionate about. Like you're dissatisfied energetically, or you're not passionate about what you're doing. Some of you guys also, oddly specific message, you could want to be stay-at-home mothers, or some of you guys are stay-at-home moms and you're not happy, like you want to make your own money and you have all the capability to be able to do that, but like there's something preventing you from using that fire or that flame that's burning inside of you, like something you're truly passionate about or you've been thinking about doing. Others of you are doing very well in work financially, but you're not satisfied because you're not doing what you love or what you're passionate about. So this could be a sign for you to kind of switch gears. Some of you guys also feel loyal to like either friends or family or some sort of commitment involving your work atmosphere. Some of you guys feel reliant on a partner for financial, like maybe you're very secure financially, but you're reliant on your partner for that financial security. Say you're a stay-at-home mom. Also something about like the legal system could be significant here. I don't know if you guys work in law or criminal justice or something. It doesn't have to be that. That could be picking up different energy, like from a past relationship, possibly a divorce or separation, but let's just see what else comes out. Why is this third house communication card here for Cappy? The World. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords in reversed. Somebody's not able to make a decision, or I feel like they're coming to a conclusion to make a decision. For some reason, I'm feeling family vibes here. This could be a sibling, a sister, or a brother. You're trying to listen to your intuition so that everybody can be happy in this situation, whatever the situation is. You feel like you've also given a lot of yourself to this person. So maybe this is you that's been contemplating something. It doesn't have to be a serious matter. Some of you guys are thinking about like maybe taking a trip or a vacation or something. Others of you, this could be something more serious. Maybe working with a family member, brother or sister. Some of you guys already do. What else here? 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something about finance involved here. It doesn't have to be a sibling or a family member, but the energy was very strongly coming through. Gemini energy could be significant. 8 of Pentacles in reversed. I don't like that. This could also be you deciding to put your like 2 weeks into the place of employment that you're at. And you've been contemplating this for a long time, but you're finally deciding to go for it. Like you've seen what you needed to see and done what you needed to do at that place of employment. You've made the money you needed to make, but ultimately you aren't feeling like the amount of effort is worth the return investment that you're getting. Of course, these are general public readings, so it's going to be different for each and every one of you Capricorns. So that's why a lot of times several different storylines come through for different cards, but that's what personal readings are for if you want to dive deeper. What is this retrograde review card here for Cappy? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's some memories from a very difficult time that are being brought up for you at, you know, whenever you're seeing this reading, or they will be very soon. A time when you could have felt like very abandoned, alone, kind of like left out in the cold energy, right? 5 of Pentacles. And then we have the Emperor card, which is Aries energy. Some of you guys could be connected to an Aries. Doesn't have to be that. That could also be a father figure, a boss. King of Wands. And the Sun card. 9 of Cups. The Star. Yeah, it seems like some sort of memory or nostalgia or something's triggering you to bring up memories from the past that at one time, you know, those memories, it's hard to describe it, at least the energy I'm feeling like at one time it did make you very happy, but it ended up being a situation where you felt very isolated and alone, like it ended up badly and you had to heal yourself from that. Possibly involving this Emperor energy, which could be a very masculine person. It could be somebody with an Aries placement. It could be a father or somebody with just very masculine energy. One more, please, and we'll get advice and move on to love. 3 of Pentacles. You know, that could be a lot of things. But this particular 3 of Pentacles, I can't even show on YouTube because there's a naked woman on it. So, you know, 3s can indicate third parties. This could be an old relationship that's being brought up. Of course, we have the 7th house relationship card at the bottom of the Astro deck. So that's subconscious energy on your behalf. I almost feel like somebody had kind of like wandering eyes or lustful energy. Possibly this masculine energy, the Emperor, had very lustful energy. So that could have led to a breakup or a separation and a lot of confusion on your behalf and like fighting between the two of you, possibly in, you know, an ending. But it was meant to happen for a very specific reason, and those memories are being brought up for a specific reason for you to reflect on them, not ignore them and push them away. So advice. Okay, the Lover's card did come out, but it fell on the ground. Advice for Cappy. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some sort of new opportunity coming in for you that you're meant to take. King of Swords fell sideways. Be very careful with your words and make sure that you're like articulating yourself and communicating how you want to communicate, because I feel like there's an opportunity coming in, whether this is financial, something that you're passionate about, you're deciding to leave an old place of employment. There's some sort of conversation that could lead to, I don't know, like something involving like networking with other people could come into play here. Yeah, Three of Swords, Judgment, and the King of Cups, or Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Could even be a new relationship coming in, so we'll see what comes out in the love portion. Queen of Cups, yeah. Water sign energy, Three of Wands, something you've been waiting for. It doesn't have to be love, but we'll see what's going on in love here. If you guys are watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube for the full reading. Personal readings down in the description box in the pinned comment, guys. All right. So what is going on in love for my Cappies, my creative Capricorns? It's not really a good word for Capricorn, although I know some of you are very creative. So my capitalist Capricorns, no, I'm just kidding, but the Tower wanted to come out. Okay, what's going on for love for my Cappies? Knight of Wands. Ooh, okay. It's flirtatious energy. It's sexual energy for sure. Eight of Cups. Eclipse season, guys. All right. Eight of Wands. You guys. Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords and the Five of Cups. Be careful what you're doing this eclipse season, because you could mess something up by being a little too flirtatious or promiscuous. Maybe this is your partner. I don't know. I'm getting kind of a single energy here, or somebody that is, I don't want to say they think they're single, but they're acting single when they're not, possibly over some sort of fling or temporary emotional feeling. The Eight of Cups is the only card in the whole entire tarot that has an eclipse in it. And we are coming up to eclipse season, like we're in the eclipse portal. So it's interesting. Go ahead and clarify. Queen of Swords, King of Cups. It seems like one person, there's different viewpoints here. It's not a good pair, the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. It's like one person wants more emotional, heartfelt, romantic energy, and one person wants it to be more intellectual or sexual, because remember, we're clarifying the Knight of Wands, or wants it to be more temporary, a little bit more cold or distant. I don't know why I'm getting a Death card. Some of you guys recently ended a relationship, or like this is kind of like this could be like a rebound energy that I was picking up on, because there was a recent ending. Death card with the Eight of Cups. Knight of Swords. If that is the case, just also be careful that like you've completely cut things off with the past person before you jump into something new, even if it is only temporary, because I have a feeling this person could backlash or find out about whatever it is that's going on. And remember, roles can always be flipped. I don't have to be reading your energy specifically. Time and energy are fluid, and that's not necessarily how it works. I understand that I'm reading it as your energy. So if this is your energy, then you're just trying to feel happy. You're trying to get some sort of wish fulfillment or emotional fulfillment. But I think that you're approaching it in the wrong way because you're very guarded. And you have your walls up because, you know, obviously whatever ended in your past and it was quite painful. But that's not the way that you build up a solid foundation from the bottom up, by going into energy like this with the Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Cups. I mean, to each their own. I'm sure it will be a lesson. But especially with the Eight of Wands here, it's going to start up as quickly as it ends, you know. Yeah, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, yeah. I knew I was getting third-party energy. So some of you guys are still in relationships, or this is your partner's energy I'm reading for. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody could be spying, or they have their eye on you while you're doing this, or you have your eye on them while they're doing this. And, you know, there's a party involved that had a lot of love and emotion enveloped in this situation. And the other person just doesn't seem to care. And then there's like a third party that's more like stable, grounded, maybe is a little bit naive to what's going on. This could also be somebody from somebody's workplace. Fire sign energy, Scorpio. And then we have air and water. But advice for my Cappies here in this love triangle situation. Ten of Swords. It's rock bottom, Cap. But the good news about the Ten of Swords is there's nowhere to go but up, because you are truly at rock bottom. Okay. I'm not saying you are, but that's how it feels. It's kind of giving like damsel in distress energy. Like you're wanting your person to see you hurting and like bleeding out and coming to rescue you, like a knight in shining armor, magician. I mean, mind over matter. I know that's like cliche, but in the spiritual community, we call that manifestation, right? Like where your attention goes, energy flows. Page of Pentacles. There is some sort of opportunity knocking at your door, no pun intended. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Five of Swords. Hanged Man. There's something here. There's a very significant spiritual lesson, and this is aiding in your spiritual growth and evolution. And it's almost like, you know, you're going to have to take an L. You know, you're going to have to take a loss on this. So you might as well make it like a grand, dramatic exit, right? Like it's reminding me of Leo energy. But you have the power to change at least how you're handling the situation. Like your manifestation powers, maybe you manifested this to happen subconsciously or maybe consciously even. I don't know. I'm hearing runaway. I don't know what that means. Somebody could have children as well. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Eight of Swords in reversed. It's like stop thinking and start doing. So I don't know what you're overthinking. If this is like somebody doing this to you, there's a third party involved and you're like, you're not the third party, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like you are in the relationship and somebody else is kind of promiscuous outside of the relationship. It's like you have the power to do something about it. And it's time to stop thinking about it. It's time to actually do something. Especially with eclipses, I would be careful. Like, don't do anything crazy, but just stay aligned with your values. Know your self-worth. Know what you want. And if you are this person, there's no judgment for that either. Just make sure you're staying aligned with your values and you're doing everything from a pure heart. We all make mistakes. It's all meant to spiritually evolve you and it's meant to teach you some sort of lesson. So just remember that. Don't ignore the past memories and nostalgia and things being brought up from the past, because those are being brought up for a reason to teach you something. So that is all I have for you, Capricorn. Personal readings down in the description box and the pinned comment. But yeah, much love, Cappy, and stay groovy. Bye.